However, the principal of Andover High greatly underestimated the power of rock and roll. White Zombie was on Geffen Records, a major label, and the owner, David Geffen, was a big contributor to the ACLU. He released my story and letter from jail to 800 news satellites across the world. I thought they stopped burning witches in Massachusetts a long time ago, remarked Rob Zombie, lead singer of White Zombie and designer of the artwork on the t-shirt. This is another classic case of an outdated school system trying to break the spirit of an intelligent, free-thinking student. High school administrators have got to get it through their time-warped Ozzie and Harriet brains that students have a right to be themselves. Many parents in the town actually came to my defense, too, and wrote letters. Something I think the principal of Andover High also didn't account for. Quote, "This and some similar incidents across the country involving young women confirms that, as a society, we have a long way to go. I suspect that many people are frightened of women who are smart, think, or dress differently, and who are not passive, obedient, and subservient. In New England and elsewhere, we have a long, sad history of punishing people, women and men, who think, look, and act differently. Let's not continue this history." One of the parental supporters of my case. And that was just it. As I said before, I was graduating in a few months, which is even more proof that had nothing to do with the t-shirt. It was my Riot Grrl chapter. They didn't want a club legitimized for alternative girls and boys as well. Because, people on this app a lot of times try to talk about inclusion of an organization that they weren't even born yet when it was around. But when I started my Riot Grrl chapter in my high school with my art teacher, who signed on to be the required teacher sponsor, our very first meeting, a group of boys wearing dresses showed up and wanted to join. Now, I don't know about other Riot Grrl chapters anywhere else, but I accepted them because men are victims of rape too. And actually, the principal at Andover High had been doing routine, random strip searches of boys looking for drugs without their parents or police or any reason. Just people he didn't like.